Hi, all. If you're having a hard time getting over your ex and moving on after a breakup, it may be because you have a soul tie with your ex that you need to break. In this video, I will be explaining what a soul tie is, how to know if you have a soul tie with your ex, and how to break it. This could be the most important video you watch if you're struggling to heal from a breakup, heartbreak, narcissistic abuse, or divorce. I'm Ann Sharpsteen, the author of the book called How to Leave an Asshole. Let's get started. So, what is a soul tie? A soul tie is a connection between your soul and the soul of another person. It's a very close bond you have with someone that's formed when you are intimate, emotionally and physically. It's formed from spending time together, living together, eating together, having sex together, traveling together, and it's formed over time. There are healthy soul ties and there are unhealthy soul ties. Now, the healthy soul ties, they are a blessing. They excite you, they give you a peace, you feel a sense of safety, loved. It's a very, very positive thing. And then there are the unhealthy soul ties that feel like a curse. Those are the soul ties that we're talking about today. The soul ties that we have with our exes that are formed when we are frankly traumatized by the relationship and the breakup that we had with that person. So, how do you know if you have a soul tie with your ex? First, you think about your ex all the time. You're consumed by thoughts of that person even months or years after the breakup. If you are 1 year after your breakup and you're still thinking about your ex every day, then you have a very strong soul tie with your ex. If you dream about this person, if you still have no peace about the breakup, or if you're easily bothered when they come up in conversation, or if you miss them and you feel like you have a hole in your heart and you want them back, or if you have a fantasy of reuniting with your ex, if any of this rings true for you, then you have a very strong soul tie with your ex. Another sign that you have a soul tie is you make decisions today based on your ex, even though you're broken up. So maybe you have decided that you are never going to date again, ever, because of your ex. You are done. Or maybe your decision is, I'm going to start dating as much as I can. I'm going to replace my ex. I'm going to let my ex see me with my new person so that they will know that I've moved on and that they meant nothing to me. Hello. A person who does that has a very deep soul tie to their ex. You're actually showing just the opposite. Not that you're moving on, but that you're very hung up on your ex. So your soul is knit together with that of your ex very deeply. Another sign you have a soul tie is in how you talk about your previous relationships. Now tell me this, have you ever started to date someone and that person tells you how their exes were horrible and they seem to obsess about how awful their exes were? What they're really telling you is that they have all sorts of unresolved soul ties with who knows how many women or men. This is the number one red flag that we do learn of later, am I not right? That of narcissists and abusers. All of their exes are horrible and they had no fault in any of their failed relationships. And of course, what do? Then we go ahead and we form a soul tie with this person who has all sorts of spiritual issues and soul ties. And then we unwittingly took on all those soul ties and spiritual issues when we bonded with that person. So yes, the chances are extremely high that you have a soul tie that needs to be broken if your ex had a long string of bad relationships. The good news is, though, you can break it and free yourself. Now, since a soul tie is a spiritual connection, the solution to breaking a soul tie is a spiritual approach. So how do we break a soul tie? Well, the first step is to genuinely want the soul tie to be broken. You want it gone. Secondly, you have to forgive the person. The reason you still have the connection is you really haven't forgiven your ex, so you have to let it go. Let go of any resentment that you still have. Here's one of the best ways to do that, I have found. Write a letter to your ex saying all the things you want to say, everything good, everything bad, what you loved about the relationship, what was bad about the relationship, how your ex hurt you, and finally that you forgive them. And then burn it. Don't mail it. You don't want to engage with this person. You just want to let your ex know in this way that you forgive them. By the way, if you were the one in the relationship to manipulate, abuse, or cause harm to your partner in the relationship, you need to ask for forgiveness in this letter. You will never have peace if you were the asshole in the relationship unless you ask for forgiveness. And the final step to breaking a soul tie is meditation or prayer. turning to the universe, to God, to break the soul tie and asking for help. Now, to do this, especially if you're new to meditation or prayer, now whatever you want to call it, meditation or prayer, stop what you're doing and sit in silence for 5 minutes and simply ask God for help in setting you free. You can either sit in silence and contemplate asking for help, or you can speak your request out loud, something like, Father God, universe, I am here to break the unhealthy soul tie I have in my life. I am in bondage. Please break the soul tie. Release it from me. I submit to being guided by you. In faith, I ask that you sever the tie, dissolve all anger and bitterness and sadness that I harbor, and every unhealthy soul tie that I have, I command it off of me in your name. If you do this, I promise the universe, God, will answer and the soul tie will be broken. Just let everything go. Just breathe and get in a place to receive what you're asking for. By the way, your ex may feel what's happening because it was a spiritual connection, and they might reach out to you, but if they do, don't answer. You don't want to engage. Just guard your heart and work on you moving forward. If you need help and healing from your breakup, feel free to sign up for my 6-day reset program where I will help you reset your life after heartbreak. There's a link that I will put down below in the description. Also, connect with me over on Instagram. I'll also put a link for that below. And please like and subscribe if you are all about leveling up and resetting your life after heartbreak, and if you don't want to miss my next video. So until next time, love you lots. Mwah.